A woman stranded on an abandoned island with 32 men for 7 years. The fascinating story of Kazuo Higa, immortalized in films. A woman and 32 men on a desolate and hard-to-reach island for a span of 7 years. The leading role in this intriguing tale? Kazuo Higa. What transpired on the island over all those years, you might wonder. The story we delve into today takes place between 1944 and 1951, during the period of World War II. The setting is Anatahan Island, a remote and isolated landmass within the Northern Mariana Islands, encompassing roughly 20 square kilometers and boasting a few active volcanoes. If one were to venture there nowadays, they'd find it deserted. However, until the 1990s, people inhabited the island, and their experiences, particularly those of Kazuo Higa, have since captivated audiences worldwide. The events unfold with the striking of a Japanese ship by American missiles, compelling 31 men to seek refuge on the island. Kazuo Higa. Given that most of the men were young and healthy, they managed to survive the onslaught of American missiles. Those who swam ashore from the sinking ships to Anatahan Island discovered only one woman among the island's inhabitants, 28-year-old Kazuo Higa. Kazuo is the wife of Shoichi Higa, who was an assistant to the leader of a plantation on the island. Amidst the chaos of war, Shoichi decides to return to Saipan to oversee his family, leaving his wife in the care of his employer, Kikuchiro Higa, never to return. Following her husband's absence, Kikuchiro and Kazuo marry. Whether they truly married out of love or merely presented themselves as a couple after the arrival of 31 men on the island remains unclear. Left alone with the men seeking refuge, Kazuo, events unfold on the island akin to a movie script. 32 men, 1 woman, a deserted island. The men vie to protect and marry Kazuo, leading to various murders and bouts of jealousy. As the struggle for survival intensifies on the island, exacerbated by food and resource shortages, as well as the introduction of homemade alcoholic beverages and weapons, chaos ensues. A semblance of societal order emerges over time, only to be destabilized by competition and violence soon after. With the conclusion of World War II in 1945, though no survivors are found from an American bomber that crashes on the island, the supplies within provide the islanders with new resources. Meanwhile, tensions and competition among Kazuo and the men persist. Especially alliances formed to protect Kazuo eventually devolve into power struggles and violent incidents. Weapons and power games drive the islanders apart, culminating in numerous tragic deaths, including that of Kikuchiro. However, the circumstances surrounding Kikuchiro's death remain shrouded in mystery. Whether he was clandestinely killed or if everyone was lying to each other remains undisclosed. No one provides explanations for Kikuchiro's and the other deaths. In 1950, an assassination attempt is made against Kazuo, but she manages to escape at the last moment. Anatahan Island. After enduring countless fights and conflicts, the men eventually adopt the notion, why are we fighting each other when Kazuo is the problem? This shift in mindset alters the course of events. Following a warning from one of the men, Kazuo hides in the forest and is later rescued by American soldiers as she attempts to flee. Upon her return to Japan, Kazuo requests the rescue of the men on the island, but they remain adamant in their disbelief regarding the end of the war. However, in 1951, 7 years later, the remaining 20 men are evacuated from the island with the assistance of the United States. Kazuo's tale. Upon her return to Japan, Kazuo's story garners significant attention, inspiring numerous books and films. While some survivors depict Kazuo as manipulative, others view her as a brave woman who managed to survive against all odds. This story prompts deep reflections on human nature and the struggle for survival within a community. A snapshot from the film Anatahan. The experience of Kazuo living among 32 men offers compelling examples of power dynamics within a community, struggles for leadership, and the darker aspects of human psychology. Each retelling of the story, though from different perspectives, positions the tale of the Queen of Anatahan as not only a real-life survival drama, but also as a laboratory where human behaviors and societal structures are tested.